So I've been considering why I feel called to Japan specifically. Uh, and part of the reason why is because I see kind of the harm that's done or that could be done by Buddhism if it was taken seriously. Now, Buddhism is the most commonly professed religion in Japan. People are usually either Buddhist or they do the Shinto holidays, practices, but don't treat it seriously as a personal religion. And so Buddhism is also, though it's more often professed as a personal religion, it's also treated, it's kind of an Easter and Christmas kind of religion for a lot of people. But the underlying beliefs can be harmful to people if they, even if they're not expressly practiced. How'd I say this? Buddhism originally was a philosophy, not a religion. It was set in a context where people were spiritual. And so it looks like a religion to people who are capable of thinking of a world without any gods. But its origin is in four truths, and they'll sound not particularly spiritual to most people. The four are that life is suffering. He says that even good things cause suffering. If you have something that's good, you fear to lose it, and so not only is what we can normally think of as suffering, but so is all the good things that you experience as well, because you're afraid of losing them. Now, tied to this is the second tenet, which is that desire and attachment are the two biggest causes of suffering. The third is that there is an escape from this detachment and desire, and so from suffering. And the final tenet is that this can be found through the Eightfold Path, which can be summed up as good ethics. It's all the right ways to do things, right living, right thinking, right attitudes, etc. The middle two are the ones that sort of interest me the most, because we can take a worldly example. We can kind of look at, say, falling in love, right? Now, a pragmatic man or a Buddhist would both say that falling in love is not desirable because, in the best case scenario, even if it works out, you'll still be separated by death. And there's all sorts of things that can go wrong in the meantime there. But even, I think, a healthy pagan would say that it's a good thing to fall in love. Now, a pagan would put too much emphasis on falling in love, probably, and a Christian would also put a caveat of the importance of keeping promises and of sort of that, the value of chastity and things like that. But you can see that if it's taken seriously, you can't really even have a normal, healthy life, never mind a full Christian life. You can't even have a normal life, which is why it works as a balm. It's a anesthetic, but it won't work as a lifestyle. So that's why most places that profess Buddhism are actually polytheist. They have a local god that they make sacrifices to. And the truth is, most people are better than what they proclaim. Most people are they'll say they're atheist, but they won't act as if they really believe that there's nothing concrete aside from the physical world. And people will say they're Buddhist, and they won't act as if they think that detachment is the way to find enlightenment. Or if they do, then they don't believe that enlightenment is particularly valuable, because they get attached to all sorts of things. And so part of my desire is to find out what people really believe. And I want people to see that I want people to find Christianity not just for their salvation, but for a full life on earth, the fullness of God's life and all of the things that He's given us that are good, that can be appreciated. So that, I think, I just wanted to get out my heart for this mission field, and that's my goal, is to find out, is to learn what people really believe, and maybe and hopefully lead them to a better option.